I was a dental hygienist for 13 years, and let me just tell you, I have seen some of the craziest cases of the oral cavity. Okay, for example, I had a patient come in and he showed bone loss all over, right? Periodontitis. He needed a deep cleaning. Okay, and I went over his medical history, and I was just like so confused, like, why is it so bad? And I'm like, are you brushing twice a day? He's like, yeah, I mean, I am. And I'm like, is there anything else I need to know in medical history? And he said, well, I actually eat my hair. And I was like, and I noticed he didn't have any hair on his arms. And I'm like, so this hair? He's like, any hair, but yeah, mainly this hair. And he was dead serious. I felt so bad. I was like, what? You can only imagine. I had to deep scale his teeth one quadrant at a time. So 4 different appointments. The amount of infection that he had was mind blowing. I'm talking like the amount of hair that had been compacted into and around his bone was unbelievable. I mean, to the fact where I'm in there cleaning and I'm having to hold teeth in place so they don't fall out type of situation. So anyway, I've seen it all. So let me just tell you, if you're bleeding, if you're brushing, flossing, spitting in the sink, and you're bleeding, you have gingivitis. Gingivitis quickly can turn into periodontitis, which is what this fella had, okay? Gingivitis is just infection of the gum. If it travels to the bone, that's periodontitis, and that's what literally starts eating away at your bone. You don't want that. It is so expensive to take care of. You're probably going to lose a few teeth. You need to reverse it. GuruNanda has a therapeutic mouthwash they just came out with that has cetylpyridium chloride in it, and it's going to help reverse your gingivitis. Trust me, this is way cheaper than going in and having a 4-quadrant deep scale to try to save your teeth, okay? I wish I had this back then for that gentleman. Bless his heart. So if you want to try this out, I'll link it below. If you have any questions, put them in the comments.